has come, my heart is numb. 'Twas like a bolt from the blue above. I can't believe it, but you are gone. Darling,
yes, we did a Mrs. Smith. Oh, that was beautiful. He's coming right down now.
The sky is dark, I hear a lark. He sounds as sad as a mournful dove. The dew appears like the tears of dawn.
Oh boy, I've never seen anything so good as this.
I was in this convoy and we were sacrificed. There was 40 submarines in the Atlantic, stretched across to the Azores, and we were diverted towards them. So they just went to town on us.
1,700 ton of TNT in number 1 hatch. She finished up blowing sky high. Did you ever see a picture of the atom bomb going off? Well, it was like that. Big mushroom cloud.
We went from the starboard side, where our boat was all smashed up, to the port side. So Jerry said, come on, we better jump. And he jumped, and he landed on a hatchboard. I jumped and I started swimming. No, he never survived. I went back to sea then, after a fortnight. I got torpedoed again. And as we were getting picked up by her, she got torpedoed. I went on a Queen Elizabeth. While I was on her up in Glasgow, my sister's house, who I was living with, got bombed.
At 1/3 to a quarter of all merchant seamen were lost at sea during the war, and they weren't considered to be worthy of a memorial. The boys themselves wanted to remember their shipmates who didn't make it back, and this small, simple memorial is far more significant than any great, grandiose, heroic memorial that the City Fathers or anyone could now erect. It is theirs, and it is their tribute to their shipmates.
Merchant Navy kept the country going.
Yes.
They fed the country during both world wars. They gave their lives.
It was just a job. There was so much unemployment in this country, you're talking about early 39. So the accommodation was good, the food was good, the pay was good. You expected to work hard.
Every single person, whatever they did it properly and perfectly. There were no mistakes. There was to be no mistakes. You really did. I mean, everybody from a shipwright to the top, they knew what they were doing.
It was a fairly unique shipping company.
Quite unique.
In its standards and its personnel and its beliefs and the way it ran its ships, of course.
At the Blue Funnel, they insured their own ship. Mm-hmm. That was the big thing.
The idea was that whatever that ship was sailing, it was on a route where another ship would follow, either homeward bound or outward bound, so that if she broke down, then she'd be picked up.
It's often said that one of the reasons that Outward Bound was founded was to give young men a better chance of survival if they were in the lifeboats after their ships had been torpedoed. But I suspect that this wasn't so much an issue with Lawrence Holt, not in 41 when the school was being founded. I think both he and Kurt Hahn were more impressed with the idea that this was a way of drawing things out of people, particularly youngsters. The sailors were very well trained. I know my grandfather had them training in lifeboats in the dark in the East Float Dock in Birkenhead to prepare them as much as possible for that. And throughout the war, Blue Funnel never lost a single lifeboat that took to sea.